the thoughts, views, and opinions of all the associates and that Peapod host. It's coming from his brain, y'all. He's doing it all on his own, and it's just for entertainment. So don't you get going and feeling like something else is happening, because it's not.
Subscribing the channel.
He's just having a little fun, all right? Take it or leave it.
Peace Pod. This is Peace Pod.
Let's see, here we go. Welcome to Peace Pod. This is episode 27. I don't know if this really may be an episode or not, possibly. Episode 27 of Peace Pod, brought to you by Lloyd R. LLC. I'm your pilot, your progenitor, and pretty brown-eyed host, P. And, wow. So this week, let's say that P stands for possibly. A possible. P and a possible. P stands for possible. So listen, we great to be at the house. So you know how we do at the house in the pod. We always say, watch your head. Well, wipe your feet first before you come in. Watch your head so you don't tap that thing on that top part. And like your mama would always tell you before you went inside anything, don't ask for nothing, don't touch nothing, because you don't want nothing. All right? Yeah, we are back, and we appreciate everybody for jumping in. We've been gone for about a couple weeks or so, and we are happy to have back a regular, I would say. A regular on Peace Pod. She comes, I think you have the most visits now. You and Quick Feet always compete.
Okay. But
you, a great friend of mine, we call her Tizzle. Shantae, we call her Tizzle. We appreciate you jumping in, Tizzle.
You know, it's always an honor. I feel like I'm supposed to say, I almost say it's an honor to be in the house of the Lord, so I can just say house of the Lord.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's mine. I appreciate you. You can do that.
I'm here. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we appreciate you jumping up in the pod, and we came. We had you in because, you know, we just wanted to be talking about all kind of stuff as we do. Make sure I'm doing this stuff right. Okay. And so we had a few topics that since the last time you were here, things happen. And what we always do is we talk about stuff that's very funny over the phone, but we really don't get the essence when we record, or we don't get to record. You know, sometimes we miss that essence.
And it's so hard to hold it in. Because if I got to tell you something, I can't say, I'll tell you later. You know, like they do.
Yeah, it's not really going to come off that way. Move out the way.
That's why, you know, that those, what do you call this stuff, this TV now? What is this, with real life?
Reality TV?
I don't know why I couldn't remember that word. I said real life.
That's all right.
That's why reality is so scripted, because you can tell they hold stuff in to wait and talk when the camera is on. It's like, you mean to tell me, you know, it's one specific show. You married to this person and y'all haven't talked about it? I think not. We're not going to sleep.
Right.
You ain't going to sleep. We're going to talk about this.
We're going to talk about this.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so, I get that. That's why a lot of times they have the cameras in the room, and so they can always have something recording. So, sometimes when you relax, is when you get
the real deal.
The real deal. Yeah. The real deal. All right, so, then, kind of going with that, let's go with, let's talk about you calling me. Because you've been keeping something in.
Okay.
Because you saw something that we were talking about.
Oh, we talking about trunks. We talking about rumps.
Humps and yes.
So you want to lay that foundation for how this all started? Go back a few months how this all started.
So, going back a few months, I had a car. I was trying to get out of my car because the mileage was getting high, that kind of thing. Long story, less long. a high priced vehicle, trying to get out of it so that I could get into something else more manageable that wouldn't cost as much or need service. Because once you get to 100,000 miles, there's issues with general cars, right? Especially kind of foreign cars. But to speed that up, so I was telling Shantae, I had this, got this other car because, in essence, out of necessity, needing to make some numbers work, I got into a car that I didn't want. So, my wife, it's still a nice car. My wife says, I'll take the car, cool, I'll drive it because, okay, full disclosure, the car is a Mercedes because you gotta give it to you either way. And so my wife drives that car and then I take her car. And so I'm driving her car, which is still a nice car. So we don't even need to talk about what kind of car it is, but it's still a nice car, but it's her car. Cool, because it's still more of a mixture. It could be a guy car. True. To where I feel like the car I got was teetering, but definitely not a guy car to me. So I tell Shantae kind of this story, and she was like, oh, well, she's still driving, da da da, and whatever, and you gave her, and it's probably not that big of a deal. That's how she kind of takes the situation. Shantae had not seen the car at all. Then, so that's where we are, and that will bring you kind of into where we are. Okay. Fast forward, and you have now seen the car.
First of all, you're getting old because you call it a Mercedes. Most people call it a Benz. It's a Benz. Don't say Mercedes.
Beamer, Benz, a Benz. So I'm old because I call it a Mercedes.
Yeah, I mean, next you're going to be saying vehicle.
Vehicle.
Yeah.
Vehicle.
Yeah, I gotta go get my vehicle checked out. Anyway, so your issue with the car was you felt like the back of it, the tail, the butt.
It was. Yeah.
You felt like it wasn't masculine enough.
It wasn't masculine. The vehicle itself to me was just not. I could look at the car and see that it was not a guy car from right off. You know what girl cars are. So like in general, you know, an Altima, a Maxima, anything Kia, those are generally girl cars. So with this being a Benz, you give it the benefit of the doubt in some spaces. It depends, but I didn't really see the car and really. But anyway, continue.
Okay, well,
I saw the car and was like, nah.
Okay, my thing was, it's a Benz. You know, I feel like that's a I'm not gonna even say unisex. That's a money car. You know, you got money, girl or guy.
It's a money.
It's a money car.
But it's still actually, after driving one, I saw there were levels.
Okay, I get that.
Because you know, C to E to
S and all.
Yes, you flex it a little even more the higher letter you get.
Are you aiming for a Maybach?
No, because I like to drive. So to me, the point of the Maybach is having somebody drive it.
The passenger.
Yeah, the experience is more being in the car, being driven. So I like to drive.
I get that. So you're not driving the car to be seen.
No, because I like to drive. I like cars. I mean, we kind of grew up in the area.
You grew up in a Benz era. I mean, in your household, y'all.
Yeah, my dad
told me that your dad.
Yeah. My dad had a Benz. But my dad, you know, it's not like he had a new Benz. My dad always was gonna it was gonna be paid for. So it wasn't gonna be new. He drove that old diesel paid for.
Oh my God, they did used to be diesel.
Them E's and C's, big boys. So he drove that. So yeah, that and Cadillacs. That was kind of his cars.
Right.
That were his cars.
Okay.
So yeah, I was kind of used to that, and so I drove. You know, I had that BMW in college. Mm-hmm. But so, a hand me down from Mark. So we give him his hand me down from Mark. But I had that, and so yes. So continue kind of with the story. Okay. Go ahead.
I just want to throw in there as a side note, you did drive an Altima. So that can be real hard. But anyways.
I did drive. So after the BMW fell apart on me, my dad helped me buy a car. And this was in 2002. So a Nissan Altima back then, yeah, I was in college, couldn't afford a car. It is still a girl car, but my daddy bought it.
I didn't look at girl car like girl guy things back then because.
But back then you in college,
you don't have a say so. You know.
And I couldn't afford it. He was like, "This is what you gonna drive." Cool. Just like even having a BMW wasn't a flex because it was my brother's car. It was a hand-me-down. So it's not like I went and bought a BMW.
You had a car.
But it was still not a car. Oh, and I flexed with it because I put some rims. He had some rims. I kept it.
That was more.
I kept it clean.
Yeah.
I put up a picture of my. Ooh.
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah, I just know you really have a say so because.
Yeah, you have a say so in your car.
My parents bought me a car, and it was a Hyundai Accent. I had no say so. I didn't get to pick it out. I just came outside. It was there, and they were like, "And this is how much your car note is."
There you go.
You know, that's
how
what,
it was with that Altima. You like it? If you paying for it, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a say.
Altima.
But anyways, I digress. So you had a problem with the butt.
I had a problem with the car. The butt didn't look cool to me. Didn't. So I was like, nah. And my wife said, hey, I'll drive the car. Until, everybody, until you pay down the, where you kind of upside down, you close the gap and you're able to get something there.
Okay. I didn't really agree with you because I was stuck on the fact that you tripping over a Benz. Again, that's a first world problem. That's a first world problem.
That's needed.
A first world problem.
And let's be clear, you were really on me. You like, Lloyd, I was like, Shantae, you didn't see what I saw.
Yeah.
You weren't there. You weren't there. You weren't there. But continue.
At this point, I like to publicly apologize.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Just a couple of weeks ago, I'm driving, and I got a long drive that day. So a lot of times I go on autopilot when I drive because I'm driving. I know I'm gonna be in a car a while, and I'm looking around, and I see a Benz on my right side, and I was like, that butt sure looks sassy. I said, and I got closer and I saw the letters on the car, and I said, that is what he was talking about. It's gotta be. So I'm laughing. It's too early to call you because I can't do that. Because if somebody called me before 9 o'clock laughing and stuff, I'm probably gonna hang up because I don't have that emotion yet. So I waited to finish my first point of the day, and I called you with laughter still as strong as when I saw this car a few hours earlier.
It's like, you know how you call. You said, you called, Lloyd, is the car you was talking about a GLB? I was like, yeah. You was like, I saw. The car's a GLB 35.
Yeah, I saw it. That car needs to do some serious lunges.
Call it a BBL.
BBL.
I told you that car. We call it.
It needs to do some lunges.
We call it Hattie. For like a hatchback. Call it Hattie. For like.
It's almost.
A flat.
And that's the thing. Like you look at.
We said look like like them cars with
the Fiats.
Yeah, when you be in Europe, like you look like that car should just
Mr.
you
Bean.
should be flying through Europe. Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean.
Yeah, it did.
And think about this now. When we first got that car didn't have no tent. That car with no tent, with no ass.
It just needed the license plate to say radio operator. They say radio operator on those cars that are kind of lame, but okay, I can't talk about you.
Yeah, it's for work. It's like, nah, I cannot drive. I told her. She was like, I see, I feel, I apologize.
Because I had to speed up to see who was driving it, to see if my laugh was going to get stronger. And I don't even think I told you that part. Yeah, I had to speed up. I switched over lanes and everything just to get by the driver.
This can't be a dude driving a car. Can't be a dude.
I I got to that car, it was a middle-aged black woman
See?
who looked retired and had 4 grandkids.
Yes.
But had some money from her pension.
Yes.
That's what it looked like, driving that car.
No. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's nothing you can do to kind of, not for a guy at all. It's not. Now that it has the tint and that kind of stuff, it looks better. It's more, I can drive it when we all together.
So they know that you're a family.
Right, I'm family. I'm chauffeuring everybody in my wife's car.
Yeah.
I can do that. But yeah, if I'm gonna pull up and just run to the store real fast, is my wife real fast, it's gonna be an issue. If somebody see me get up there.
But you do act like we're gonna be like, on their phone. Oh man, let me call you back. Dude is in a car with a funny butt. No one's gonna do that. I promise you, no one's looking like that. But I did that day.
See?
I did, but it was only because you had brought it to my attention. But I understand. Everybody, even as a woman, I want a chiseled butt car.
A chiseled?
I don't want that butt to be
Hold on,
chiseled.
a chiseled butt car.
I want it chiseled and sculpted,
Yeah, like you work out. I don't want no ass.
Yeah, cause
it's tough, man. Yeah. So I was just so delighted that my wife happily accepted that vehicle. You can have it, baby, because it does a lot of stuff. It'll park itself.
That's not very manly.
Oh, I'm gonna park my own car, but
Yeah.
the fact that it has the thing on there, I would have never used it because it's like, I got it.
You can do it better.
Yeah, as a guy, I'd rather tear up the car than this thing parked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you do have to take my card at that point.
Yeah.
So, but she showed me how it worked. She told me it just worked pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, where else? So what else kind of happened? So, I kind of want to reset how we even kind of got to this point, because I think for years we've been doing this, and like I said, I was in probably the podcasting space really early if I just kept doing it.
Mm-hmm.
From the shed to what you and I had, what we call the car series. So it was just an iteration of us talking, these wild talks and takes that we had, and we just thought we would record it because we always knew it was funny, but we really never, it's hard to spark it on camera at times. So our car series was an attempt to put some of that stuff together and get a spark. So we'll have a car series kind of moment, and in these series, most of the time, the stories came from these wild situations and things that happened to you.
It was always something happening to me.
Always something happening to you, because I really can't tell a story that great. I'm not a great storyteller, but why I'm a facilitator, I'm good at kind of leading people to where they need to be, to where they can get their story off in a good way. I'm a good setup man. I'm always a good wingman. We'll talk about a wingman too today.
Okay.
So I get a girl's perspective on how a guy's wingman.
Oh.
But so being in this series, our car series, no pun intended, it's a story about a car. You have a lot of car stories.
Yeah, I do.
From flat tires to the.
You know when my car started moving because I forgot to put it in park. I thought you were just honking at me that time, and I was like, "What? Stop! You're embarrassing me!" And my car was just rolling.
No, I'm just rolling. Until the very last situation that we had.
Just last week.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Okay.
Last week.
So I had to lay the foundation. For my job, I drive a rental car because we do a lot of driving. So every week I'm in a rental car. Sometimes it's the same car that I had the previous week or even a month or two ago, and sometimes it's just a random car. I've gotten spoiled because they treat me nice at the rental car place, and they always upgrade me. So sometimes I might just be in a business. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was in a Audi for a month. About a month.
I remember that. It was clean. I mean, you came out and happened. You did.
Yeah. Oh, that happened again. This was last month. It wasn't that. If you talking about the SUV when they put me in? No. This one was just an A4.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah.
Which pins were you in? You remember?
I don't.
A C or E?
No. It's a C. They don't. I don't think they have either.
C.
Yeah.
C E. You see? That's why I had to get an E. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. Anyway, keep on.
So this week they put me in a car, and I felt like the car was kind of small. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
And I didn't like that because I don't like looking stuffed in a car. I don't want nobody at the light. I'm like, ooh, that girl needs to get a bigger car. I don't want nobody looking at it like that. You know. And even though in the car, you know, the steering wheel is not, I'm not touching it or anything, and the airbags can safely deploy. I just feel stuck
without you dying, or losing a limb. Okay.
So, and this is a 2-day story too. I'm going to go ahead and tell that second part that I told you about. Okay, so this one morning last week, I'm getting ready to leave the house for work. I'm running late, and I'm trying to hurry. And when I'm leaving in the morning, I'm getting ready in the morning, I'm counting down in my head for things that I need to do so that I won't forget. I don't know if I ever told you that.
No, you told me about the different timers that you have.
Yeah, but I have a checklist in my head.
Oh.
Grab this, you need to do this.
So you're going through the checklist generally every day.
And if anything is thrown, if I forget and have to add something to it the last time, that throws off the list. So something may just be forgotten.
So you replace something with the
So something may get
it's a
forgotten.
bad switch.
It's kind of an OCD thing, but it helps me. But yeah, like do this. Hey, you gotta go turn the air up. You gotta do this. You gotta do this. Leave the house. Anyway, so I'm running late because at first I said I want to drink coffee, and I said no, I want some coffee. So I go in there and I make my coffee because I'm late. I won't be late and not have coffee.
Might as well make it.
Yeah. So I'm leaving it, what I'm saying, and I get to the car, and again, it's smaller. So I can't just, I always take something off and throw it in before I get in. But I had to take off multiple things just to get in there. So I walk in the garage, I'm standing there, so I take my coffee, I put it on the hood, on the roof of the car. I take one of my bags, I have about 3 bags, and my keys to my regular car.
Okay.
Because the key fob to this rental car, I have it in my pocket or whatever.
Okay. You already got that one secured.
Yeah. So I take my backpack off, I throw it in there, and I throw the bag in there, and I put the coffee down. I was like, okay, I'm good. I get in the car, and I pull out of the garage slow. I pull out of the complex, and the service road, you've been there, the service road is right there by my apartments. So I pull on the service road. I'm not going fast yet because it's a light, not
it's
even
a nice little hill right there. Not
even half a mile away. I go through that light, and when I go through the next one, I'm about to start picking up speed
to merge onto the
to get on the
20.
Yeah, 360.
360 to get right.
Right. So right when I'm about to when I start picking up speed, I hear like it was like a rumble type thing on the. Yes. That's
a little scratchy.
I heard that and I was like, what is that? My keys. Because I looked over and I realized my bag was sitting there and I'm like, I don't see my keys. So I stopped right there and I'm just being real dumb. Because I don't even pull to the right. I don't even think I told you that. I stopped on the left side of the service road.
Hold on.
I did.
The little where it's starting to that little triangle coming to a point. You stopped on the.
I stopped before I even got on there. There's
really not no space right there.
Well, I'm still on the service road though. I haven't gotten on the freeway yet, but I'm about 200 yards.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
So I just stopped the car right there, put my hazards on, get out the car, leave the car on and unlock. Because all I'm thinking is if that light change, the car's stuck, they're gonna run over.
It's gonna run. Yeah, somebody coming.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get out and go, and the car little, so I had to rock 2 times to get out. And I started walking and looking. I'm looking on the left, I'm looking on the right, because at this point it's grass over here. Because I'm thinking about how far back would it have been based off of me hearing it, my reaction time, and then touching the brakes. So I'm like, they could have, I don't see him. And at this point, I done walked dang near all the way back to the light. And I was like, you need to go back to the car. It's a wrap.
It's a
wrap. It is above me, and that's what I think too. You know,
so you threw your hands up.
I did, because I'm sweating at this point. It don't take much, because I'm panicked, I'm hot, you know, I'm larger, and I got my school clothes on. So I'm walking back to the car, and I'm just thinking about everything that's on those keys. I got the key fob. I got my gate fob. I got my storage key. I got my mailbox key. I got my house key.
All slid off the top of your car.
And I like that keychain, because somebody brought me that keychain from Vegas, so I like that.
My mama brought me that chain.
You know?
Same. So I bet so all you're processing all of this, the wall of shame back to the car. That you've lost pretty much everything because you can't find it. Man. And
I need to hurry up before somebody hit this car that I didn't pull over right.
And you already late. So
I'm late.
And you late.
I'm late. And I'm like, so I'm gonna have a bad day, because I'm gonna sit here and think about not just the money I'm gonna spend to replace the gate fob, to replace the key fob, because I have another one, but guess what? It's cracked, like somebody ran over it. I don't know what happened to it. Whatever. So I was like, how much is this cost?
So now everything's flooding your mind at this.
And right when I'm getting to the car, like I'm walking up on the car, guess what's hanging off the side still on the roof?
By a thread.
My keys. They were up there.
But they're hanging on.
Like the key fob, the gate fob was hanging down. And this is what makes me feel like somebody was watching after my dumb self. Because the way that the gate fob was hanging down, it was touching the door.
Wow.
So I'm still trying to understand, how is it that I got out of the car and didn't see that? Because when I opened the door, that should have made the keys fall down.
But probably, I told you, I think it just, as that car is up there and your car's still running, I think it's just sliding.
It was moving.
It was moving while you there. I mean, going all that looking. But how you didn't see it or think to look up there first is crazy. That's crazy.
But here's the thing. I put this on everything I love and need. I heard them rumble off the car and hit the back window. I feel like I heard that.
All them keys and all your stuff still sit up there. It's probably about a mile up the road at this point. Because you stopped at the light. You got to go through a light and then pick up speed to accelerate to get on.
Because, I passed through the light, and at that next light, you got Chicken Express, right? You got a gas station, Chicken Express, and then that next building that has that gothic looking thing on it, lion or something on it. And I was right there. So I went a long ways from my apartment, because that's a mile. That is a mile.
I work right there in the gothic there.
Do you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And that little bronze building, a little bronze building, I told you that.
I'm
literally right up the street from you.
I didn't understand. And I didn't want to ask, because when I started thinking about it, I was like, you don't think I'm crazy. And while I'm thinking about where you
when you go through that light, it's right there on the right. Chicken Express, right after the Chicken Express.
Yeah.
It's just a building. A lot of different companies working at this. Yeah, that is crazy. Because so you was trying to, you put on your post, you was trying to make it about God. I was just trying to get the jokes off.
I know.
Because, bye-bye.
But you got to think, when I posted that, I was still recovering from sweating.
But you brought it back. You was like, you told that whole story. Because what got me, no. Because I could literally see you go all the way down there looking. Looking. It's like, when your ass was like, I can't find it.
And I threw it up in the air.
I know.
Me. It was a tantrum type.
You did the most dramatic kind of. And I can see you walk back to that car.
Defeated.
Yes, that was funny. I mean, because you did find the stuff. So once I knew you was going in a good direction. I was like, oh, she actually found it. So that was my funny part. I was crying thinking about that the whole time. And I said, well, something good happened. That's why I put that on there.
Yeah, but
I said, you want to take it to God.
Because somebody was watching after me, and I really do feel like God. You know how when somebody is getting on your nerves, you see somebody acting stupid in public, and you do like this, just watching them. I really feel like that's how he was looking at me.
He was. He was like, look at her. Look at
I'm gonna put these keys here on this little car, on this little go-kart.
Because it was comical from the beginning. The little car, all that. It's just like, you setting up for a joke. It's just like.
A little car?
Yeah. It was like you set up for a joke on purpose. I tell you I had a flat on my bike. Yeah. So, my fault.
It's not like you carry a spare.
No, I should.
Why would you carry it?
I mean, they have these. You can get little pouches that you can put either on your seat or in the front. It's not like I ride to race. I probably should have some of that stuff on there. I don't need to be that light. I just it's just one of those. I ain't laying on flat. And then when you do, you feel like you should. But I've never adopted that.
When you're in your bike wearing apparel?
Of course. What you gonna think? Say, come on now. When you ride a bike, you gotta be fitted. Gotta have your kit on. Kits are the tops, and people that ride the spandex type of stuff that they wear, that we wear, call them kits. Proper helmet.
I feel like if
glasses, gloves.
I feel like if I put that outfit on, I'm gonna look like Norbert's wife.
Rasputin. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm tired of you moving this seat in my car.
And then move the seat. And then move this. Rasputin and then move the seat. Yeah. So yeah, you wear that stuff, and I'm riding. I'm doing a good ride too. I was just gonna get 20 before work.
20 what?
20 miles. You ride 20 miles. That's like 20 miles is kind of the minimum. Other than that, you just playing with it. You don't ride 20 miles. You just kind of playing with it. You're not getting a good burn.
I don't know when I would be that way. I was sweating like a pet pig just walking from the car to go. But maybe if I had a bike riding apparel on, I wouldn't have been sweating like that.
It wouldn't matter because it's all going into the apparel. Yeah. No matter when you sweat thin, you don't care.
I had on my school clothes. But go ahead.
Yeah, I get you. So I was just really I ride a road bike, so we got a real thin, very thin tires. So you should just really either be riding on the road or smooth kind of pathway. And so I rode on the service road where they had those kind of rocky road. I knew it was like that. It still got on me, but I had done it kind of before. Thought I'd get one. And not today. Not today. And I'm just glad I didn't fall, because a flat on one of those little things. But so the road was rocky, and you either gonna walk or call somebody. Now generally, I always I have my phone. I have Uber, so I just get the Uber, right, the black, get the big truck and put it in there. But because of the scammers, my cars were locked and I had to change all my stuff. So Uber, I hadn't updated. So I couldn't. So I had to call S. So I hate having to call S, because I was on the way home, and I was probably about 5 miles from home. So I was pretty close, relatively, but I had to call S.
So wait for her to pull up and look at you.
Like looking at me crazy. So she came and got me, but I had to walk, a little bit, because I was out. It was like 10 o'clock.
At
so
night?
Early.
Okay.
I tried to go, between that, before the sun really coming out. But I was on the feeder, or the service road, and it's hot as hell out there. So I wanted to walk to get to the underpass, but that road is jacked up, and so you gotta take your shoes off because you have a little block at the bottom where you clip in.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't walk in those shoes. So you gotta take them off, and that is tearing my feet up. It's hot, tearing my feet up. And
you lock in on your pedal?
Yeah, you clip in. It's called clip in. So it's a pedal where it's a little hole. You put these blocks on it, you clip in, so that you can really push it. Why are you looking at me like that? So as your circular motion, you can push and pull on the bike. You get full, because if you're not clipped in, you just pushing. When you're clipped in, you actually pulling too, so you get the full rotation. So
you walk around with your shoes on?
yeah.
With your helmet on? Did you keep your helmet on?
Yes. You don't know what these folks be out here doing? Shoot. Folks already, ride crazy and drive crazy when you're on a bike. So, you kind of, you be some assholes, some a-holes, really.
Have you fixed it?
My tire, yeah, I fixed it. Same thing, pretty much. Same thing. I fixed it.
Don't you think you should be wearing elbow pads and knee pads?
You don't wear elbow pads. Like, for a mountain bike, yes. Not on a road bike. You don't need elbow pads and knee pads. Because hopefully you never touch the ground.
But if you do,
right.
you
But
have elbow and knee pads.
But you're not riding in a dangerous environment where you would ever think that you would need to protect your elbows or your knees. Because if you fall, your head is really the most important. But like if you ride a mountain bike, I can see that. You might could, you slide off, hit something dangerous. I can't do mountain bikes. My knees are.
I understand. I just think it would have been funnier had you had on knee pads and elbow pads walking.
I had on gloves. That kind of funny. Walking, holding the bike.
But you had some gloves on. That wouldn't have felt good on your hands. I can understand that, to hold a bike. And it's hot.
Yeah, but holding a little bike with them little hands be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Where'd you put the shoes?
You just put them on hands. You know, kind of hand go. Let them kind of hand go. So, that was my experience. But the hackers did it all. So kind of wrap that up. So the next thing, the clip. To kind of set up, my family and I are very competitive. Anything we see, we are gonna make a game out of it. I can do it, you can't. I do it the best. I'm the best. It is a very competitive winner, loser, no middle ground type of thing. From all of us, wife, all the boys, all the girls, everybody, to the baby. We somehow got into a something about a handstand on a wall. I think it was probably a TikTok video or something. A handstand video on the wall. People had done it. Like, I could do that.
A few moments later.
I can't do that. The fall heard around the world. The handstand heard around the world.
The fall from grace.
The fall from grace. A Jet 2 holiday moment.
Yes.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
For a family of four.
For a family of four. And they showed me collapsing. Somebody said it looked like a Jenga blocks. And y'all laughed at me like we wasn't friends. Like I just didn't know a bunch of y'all. Y'all laughed at me like I don't know a bunch of y'all.
Because all that went out the window once you start tumbling down. And the walls came tumbling down.
And you know what black people do? Black people start then honing in on the other funny things about the video.
It was a lot of funny stuff. It was a lot to unpack, man. It was a lot to unpack.
Again, these are people that say they love you. And
okay, stop right there.
It be your own people.
But when you run to help a stranger in public, you don't love them. So you have no emotion involved with it. You just want to help them.
Mm.
When it's a family member, I can be serious later, but right now, I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna laugh as hard as I can for as long as I can, because I need that in my life.
G laugh.
I didn't know that kid could laugh like that.
Oh my God. That's to me, out of all the funny stuff, that is what made it way more funny. That he was uncontrollably laughing.
But he still fulfilled his duty as a cameraman and held that phone steady.
You know what? He did. That guy.
Because I would have lost
That
the
camera
phone.
did not jump at all.
Mhm.
He had the whole thing, Essica with the swivel, swiveling me around.
Best cameraman award.
Okay, I give him that. G had the best cameraman award. Yeah, the best part.
It's like, and I know she loves you with everything in her, but she knew from jump that was going to be a disaster. Your wife. Because the look on her face was like, let me go and get ready to catch him. Because he's finna F up.
Hey.
And as soon as you did, she was like, okay.
So, babe, babe, you let that happen to me. Why? I put that like that. That was worse now. But, babe, you let that happen to me. I knew it.
Because it was no arguing with you. You knew you could do it.
Well, yeah, she couldn't. I'll shoot her some bail on that. She couldn't argue with me on that because I was going to try it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what we do. We try everything. And even though we may not succeed, I generally don't look that unathletic. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. I've had some bad showings. But that was probably, well, on camera, that was probably worse. That was worse.
That was pretty bad, man.
Pretty bad. And I told you it was going to be bad.
As your friend, I have to let you know.
I told you it was going to be bad. Because that's when it happened before the hackers got me. So I was sitting on that one like almost 2 weeks.
I can say for myself, and I know other people did too, I went back and watched that multiple times.
And for real, I mean, I know.
No, for a fact, I went back multiple times, and I know other people were doing it. You know why? Because Facebook's algorithm is so messed up now. You know, it's gonna keep showing up when somebody comments, likes it, or So, but it kept showing up. Like I would turn, click on Facebook and it was right there. So somebody just watched it, and it wasn't new. So somebody else was going back. My sister told me she watched it an ungodly amount of times.
And Facebook, it ain't Facebook, but they be hating. People be hating because that would to me was like a genuine funny moment where people try to manufacture moments.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that was a funny moment to where it was like, if I was say Kev on stage or something like that, that'd have been more than a viral. That'd have broke the internet. But I mean, not that I'm Kev on stage. But if I was somebody with some level of popularity, that probably would have broke the internet. Because it did get like 5,000 views.
And I'm responsible for at least
like it did
1,600 of those.
And people were like, "Yeah, I don't watch this." And people, a couple people shared it on their page to be just like, "Yeah, it's here, so I can come back. I can come back to this next year or whenever." It's gonna forever kind of be in perpetuity. Is that the word? Perpetuity. Yeah, that's the word.
This ain't gonna work there. I can't.
It's another P word. Y'all know P always got a P word for you.
Mm-hmm.
How you really know you old? As you start to, your athleticism starts to fade. Gone. R.I.P.
And you get pains for no reason.
I got this bad knee, so a lot of times I can't tell if it's my bad knee or is it just my skills are diminishing. A lot of times I know it's my skills are diminishing.
I blame everything on age.
I do. I'm trying to get knee surgery. That's my birthday gift.
Replacement?
Yeah. Not replacement, but I want to get it. Actually, needs to be shaved, my bone. Because
That sounds so hard.
you have arthritis, it just builds a ledge out to where it scrapes now when I do this, so it scrapes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it hurts, because that bone on bone is rubbing each other. So they just go and kind of cut and smooth that ridge to where when your leg fully extends, it doesn't hit that bone pricking out. it just kind of slides because they can't give you any more cartilage. They can't give you any more injections. That just kind of masks it, so it doesn't hurt. That's why it's better to get surgery. But they don't like to give younger people surgery. I'm not young per se, but they rather not give it to you in your 40s when in 20 years they have to do it again.
Right.
So they try to push it out for them. I want it, but I'd rather have it not in my prime, but shit, I still do. I ride bikes. I'm still pretty active.
And recovery is easier. And
I got a 4-year-old, 5-year-old. I like to kind of throw the ball with him and run around
and chase him.
Yeah, he's already fast. But our other kids, I raced them, chance them no. Y'all couldn't be me running, none of that. Could jump them. But now my knee was like, my shoulder was showing you what my knee did. I kind of gave out.
Yeah, I understand because my right knee is bone on bone. I was getting the injections a couple of years ago, and she had a hard time getting the needle in because there's no cushion there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And they were trying to gel and that stuff, so you spend money doing that. Where it's like, just give me, just shave my knee off a little bit. You don't have to totally reconstruct it. Just shave it. So maybe they'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. Let me see. I had some kind of just general topics that I think we can kind of get off. What you
Peace Pod. This is Peace Pod.
So, do you listen to butt dials?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I do too. Do you got a butt dial story? Anything ever interesting come from a butt dial? I got a good one. See, it's not stuff I should have. I couldn't write stuff down kind of on the board.
You know what? I have one. It wasn't technically a butt dial. It didn't hang up.
Okay.
And so this actually happened when I was a kid, and I am still embarrassed and still cringe when I think about it.
Okay.
It involved my mom. My mom. I was sitting at the table with my mom, and she called one of her friends, and it was no answer or whatnot. And I even asked her, "Who you calling?" She told me, because I was old enough to ask without saying, "Get out of my business." You can only ask that at a certain age. And she told me who she was calling, and that friend of hers had recently separated from her husband.
Oh, okay.
And so she didn't answer, and she hung up. And so I'm sitting there, and once she hung up the phone, she just put it down. I thought she hung up. But she thought so too. She said, I said, "Did they get back together yet?" And she was like, "No, I don't know if they're going to." And I said, "Oh, well, okay." And so at that moment, she picked the phone back up and was like, "I forgot to hang it up." I could have fallen outside of my body.
Oh, God.
I will never forget that.
Ah, that's crazy. How old were you again?
I don't remember, but I was a teenager.
You were a teenager? Wow.
Yeah.
Just knowing that if they listen to it and hear it, oh, gosh.
And they did, because why wouldn't they?
Because in those times, that was part of, you listen to recordings then. It's like now, I can know you leave a voice, but I'm still not going to listen to it.
Yeah, I don't
pretty much.
Why you didn't text me?
Yeah, because I think really that you just listen long enough for my voicemail to come on and you trying to hang up. You just trying to hang up. It's generally nothing. But I have a story.
What'd you do?
I didn't. It's what was done to love me. So I was in high school. I think I was either in high school or my senior, whatever. I was still young because I know somewhere young, high schoolish every time. Supposed to be dating this young Tinder. So she has called me on the house phone. Not the house phone. I had a phone in my room because Mark had left. That's how I know I was kind of high schoolish. Because Mark was gone. I got his room. Got my own line with an answering machine. So she thinks she hangs up. So she leaves her message. Hey Lord, it's talking. I'm with my friends and then I talk. I'll see you a little later. With me. Like, hey. So I hear the message and I hear the like she thought she hang up, but I kind of hear some, and she is with her friends, so I kind of hear them kind of being girly, laughing, giggling, and just about when I'm finna hang up, girl, this is her. Girl, yeah, I was she was like, her friend was like, boy. It's like, yeah, girl, I'm just, leaving him some, but I'm finna deal with another dude.
Heartbreak.
Oh, my heart. I tried to take it all out on the phone. You didn't really hold the phone at that point because you just listened. So I'm looking down at the message machine and my heart is like cracking. Oh, it hurt. And she's like, and so back then, your stuff just be going. And so she just talking. I'm like, how much am I going to listen to this?
And why are you doing this to
And
yourself?
why am I doing this to myself?
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, well, yeah, da, da, da. She was like, yeah, Lord, he cool, but I think, it's probably just, in essence, she's saying that it was over, but dang, just tell him, brother, tell him, please.
Not like this.
Tell him, please. And I'm glad I heard it so that I'm not acting like a simp out in front of her or her little friends.
Being all green and stuff.
Yeah, but I was green enough for all of that to be happening to me, not know.
I'm embarrassed for you. I can't believe you even told me that, because now I'm not going to ever let you live this down. How did it end?
Y'all may ever see this then.
Did you tell her?
Yeah, I told her. I was mad as hell. I said, say, what's up with that? She was like, what are you talking about?
Now, you know what I'm saying.
You
Don't
know,
play dumb.
you know. So it didn't end well. And, what I will tell you, it's like anything. People that kind of do you like that, when that stuff boomerang, when it come back to where they want you again later, because your glow up, oh, that is the greatest feeling ever. For you to throw that hate out there like that, you do something like that, then when it come back like, boy, kind of cute now. Yeah, I was always cute, but I had to grow out. Have to get out my fat cheeks and
Like John say.
Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me.
You say something because my wallet stick out more than my belly.
Yeah, because now that my wallet stick out more than my belly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of my swan is I had more because I killed more in college than in high school.
Yeah,
I was a late bloomer.
They did kind of want you in college.
Oh yeah, but I alluded to, man, we had a lot of people that was. I went to a big black school, like you did too. So it'd be so many people that and then back then everybody grew up together. We all been knowing you since kindergarten. Whatever I thought of you as in elementary, and I was chubby, wore huskies and all that. I started losing it in high school, but you still kind of chubby little dude.
Well, since we're having a couch session, I'll just go ahead and tell my cringe breakdown story.
Oh, go ahead, please.
Okay.
Putting this out to the masses. See,
so
great content.
When you're young, you have exaggerated features that you just haven't grown into yet.
Okay.
And yeah, I've always been a thick girl, but one thing, I ain't never been ugly.
Okay, I like that. I ain't never been ugly
You
now.
say a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I have what I call full lips now. So in elementary school, this one dude was like, "Shut up, big lip bandit."
That ain't nice. I laugh like that.
Call me big lip bandit.
How you a big lip bandit?
Yeah. And so he was start calling me Big Lip Bandit. And then he, instead of saying I'm sorry, he shortened it. He was like, hey, BLB. He started calling me BLB.
BLB. I'm sorry.
He called me BLB.
For how many years?
Well, here's the thing.
What people do, they keep that one going. They be keeping little stuff going.
Here's the thing. So we got to junior high. Start growing into him.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who my first boyfriend was in junior high?
He was.
The originator of the Big Lip Bandit.
He was like, we get old and he was like, oh, take left, I keep that.
And you know
niggas
what?
be nasty.
Yeah, he said
because that's what it turned into. Soup coolers.
Mm-hmm. But other than you, he is the only other guy that I still speak with.
Wow,
in
for
the year
real?
of our Lord 2025.
That's all
I still,
right.
me and him still keep in contact.
Yeah, what it do?
Yeah.
Longevity.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good one. See, that was a good one. I saw that. Thought I'd ask. Let me see. Okay. One more. Let me see. Oh, if. Okay. Not necessarily me and you, but. So think about best friends relationship. So it's a more of an introspective question to everybody. In a best friend relationship, if y'all fall out, who was more likely to be the problem? Who, you know what I mean? Who was in who was the person that was more likely to be the reason why y'all fell out? You or the other person?
I'm never gonna say me. I don't do anything wrong.
But if me and you friends, and me and you fall out, you gonna say it? I'm the same way. I'm never gonna say it's me. But people gotta think it's just a question where it's like,
from an outsider looking in, an unbiased opinion, it's not me. It's you.
What? From outsider, unbiased opinion, when people see us, they will see it was you.
I don't think so.
Why? Because they gonna say, Lloyd cool, he always be chilling, he'll never do nothing, he just always be kind of smiling, he be chilling, cool, laughing, joking, you know, he be family, but Shantae, you know, she could be a little roused.
No, I have a mouthpiece on me, but you have to admit it's calmed down a lot in the last 10
Yeah, we can all
years,
say that.
15 years.
Yeah, I've calmed down over the past year. I wouldn't punch nobody as easily as I would.
You're right, but you still got that answering machine recording though, so you don't get over stuff.
What answering machine recording?
The girl talking about she was gone. You still got that recording? I know you do.
No, I don't have that. That was a machine. I can keep that.
So what's her name? I want to go off on her.
No, I can't tell her. I can't say her.
Do I know her? Would I know her? Would I have passed her at any point in life?
Because it was like high school. It wasn't college. It for sure wasn't college. So it wouldn't be anybody in that your wheelhouse that you would know.
Okay.
For sure wasn't college. I would say it for sure wasn't North Texas or any North Texas girl.
You're right. But you Fort Worth people are different anyway. So.
How are we different? People get caught leaving wrong messages.
Yeah, but y'all are just.
I don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
There isn't anything bad you can say about Dallas.
Everything.
Dallas is like ranked up
from the
high.
weirdo guy now doing. If you from Dallas.
Oh, he gets on my nerves.
See?
He does. But he's not from Dallas. That's something a Fort Worth person would do. I bet he ain't.
If you really went to Carter.
And I really did.
See? That's weirdo stuff that people from Dallas do. Fort Worth people don't do that. We just be really chilling, genuine. I saw young V's saw V's this weekend. Most genuine people you ever know. Think about it. V's.
But you've been friends with me for going on close to 30 years, and I'm from Dallas.
Yeah, I met Vaughn before you though. So, and he from Fort Worth.
Who do you talk to most?
That don't mean anything. I don't. You right. You right on that. Steven is my long-standing friend. I don't talk to him a lot, but
You're right.
But we just put the needle down and get, like it never, picked up.
Yeah.
And keep it moving.
I
get what you're saying though. That
I'm just that
you
person
are okay.
You,
you are okay. That you what?
I'm just that person you want to know.
Why? Why you think that?
Because I'm just a vibe. Just a whole vibe.
You said I'm a vibe. No, you a pass out vibe. You are. Shantae, what I noticed about me in my friend group, I like wild cards. As much as I say I don't.
You calling me a wild card?
You are definitely a wild card. You're a wild card. As much as I say I don't, in my friend group, I like wild cards. And all of my good people are wild cards. Well, I would say except Steven. Steven in the wild card. He's you. What you see is what you get from G. Pretty much. But
I'm thinking about your friends.
But G is an asshole, which that is me 100%. And which me and him really we bond on that.
Who?
Steven. Skinny bald head.
Yeah, I just said his whole name.
Oh, you
That's
did?
why I tried to say it low.
My bad, yes.
Why do I know your friends like this?
See, because you want to.
But you know what I'm thinking about your friends, quick feed?
Wild card.
You know what I'm saying? You got
Charismatic. Why you never know what he gonna say.
You are right.
I just kind of thought about it myself. How they a wild card. Vaughn.
And I get along with all your friends.
Yeah. So, cause you crazy too. Your birthday coming up when? Tomorrow? Hold on. 8. Tomorrow. Your Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant Day. You know, he'll say you asked. But how you feel about let's pivot. Wrapping up, my friends are wild cards because you're a wild card. So answering the question, kind of wrapping up, you think about it. If you and your best friend fell apart, who would be the catalyst? It will be her. She just really explained why it would be her. So let's move on to 8/8. Dez Bryant. Your birthday coming up. Virgo season.
Leo, stop playing with me. I don't think I've spoken that loud in so long. You just made me talk real loud. You made me get out of character. Or you being funny? You were being funny, right? Because you know that's not funny. I don't like that. You made me act like a Leo. That's like a pun. That's like a play on.
You did him like, oh, it's cute.
Because for a whole second, I didn't see you as my friend.
I know, you looked around. It's my birthday.
Yeah. I am grateful. That's to sum it up. I am grateful. You know that I've had. You're close to me, so you are one of the few people that know how rough my year has been. It's been rough, and the thing about going through the storm,
come on now.
all you think about is when the sunshine comes. I promise I will appreciate it.
Wow.
I won't get upset. And you know what? I have held true to that.
Hey, I hear you.
I have been nothing but grateful.
I'm glad that you're taking that perspective. I think going through stuff, you appreciate the good.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a lot of times going through things that you really appreciate. I appreciate waking up, my arm hurt. Whew, cool. My arm hurt just a little bit, but you know the alternative to that, and then you go through a lot. I appreciate your resilience through the whole thing. Going through everything, you just fighting, just like, hey, what's this? And I'm not tripping. I know this. I got to do all of this, but you kind of fought through it all, and
it's been it's good. I posted a picture yesterday on Facebook. You saw that picture, right? I'm joking, I'm laughing, but very serious.
Yeah.
But I just was happy because I look back over my pictures. How many pictures have you seen me in the last year or 2 or 3 or 4 that you see my teeth?
For real.
You don't see me really.
No, I don't really see you show your teeth like that. You showing your teeth to every man.
Because I'm sure there's some people that probably don't know if I have teeth or not.
Okay.
You know, and it's probably
there. I got mine too. My side teeth good too.
That's a blessing to be on point with your side
teeth. To be at side teeth.
Because a lot of people lose their side teeth.
They do. I'm gonna get Invisalign now. My back ain't too great because
That hurts.
Yeah, it does. Over the boys got it. I want to get it just to be superficial.
I understand. Yeah.
And then I talk more now. I'm on video more, so I'm bad.
And I judge you.
Yeah. See, people do when they judge, and they can see all your gums. People look at that. Woo, I can see you need tonsillitis, all that. You know, when you look and there's no white in there, it looks crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I don't have no white.
Because when we were younger, you looking at other stuff. You know, like you dudes be like, oh, okay, you checking me out. Now at this age, I'm looking up.
I want to see your teeth, all your face, because I got to look at the crevices and all of that, and them dark spots in your teeth. Let me know. Either you eat a lot of sugar, or you don't take care of yourself well. You know.
I gotta know.
Or yellowish, you smoke a lot. It's a lot to be determined from the teeth.
Go to the dentist.
Yeah, get your teeth taken care of.
Because that can kill you.
Yeah, it
will.
That'll kill you. Brain stuff. If your tooth hurt, that go right to your brain. It can hurt. What? We went with the teeth. But yes, happy, grateful birthday. You got anything planned? Anything lined up?
Probably gonna go out to dinner.
Okay.
With the better half and
nice dinner. Any like special or just going to get something?
Hey. Steakhouse. Gotta get that medium rare.
I like that. You medium rare?
Medium rare. I want a dang near the cow move.
I get medium. I should.
You missing out.
No. Yeah, I always get medium rare.
Oh, okay. I thought you said just medium.
No. I don't. Either way, it depends on how nice the steakhouse is if I'm gonna get rare or not. Because some places, rare is better, but it's rare only if you know what you're doing. So I don't want rare and then I died from a dead, that wasn't dead all the way.
They didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, you didn't know what you were doing.
So I'm in heaven looking at the cow that I ate.
Yeah. So we're together. No, we are. Anyway, so yeah. Speaking of, we took Kiana to Ocean Prime.
Word?
Yeah, she Kiana of all my kids is bougie. None of Chance, he don't care. I guess Chance a boy out there. And from all my kids, she likes the kind of bougie stuff.
The finer thing.
Yeah, and so she was like, yeah, y'all being fancy restaurants, and so we just thought, not that we haven't been to restaurants and stuff, but but I haven't taken my babies to that type of caliber stuff. And so
you turned me on to Ocean Prime. I went there because of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I went there. I did.
It's nice, good experience. It ain't gonna kill you, but it gives you just enough ambiance to where you can really appreciate, a finer dining and a nice steak and so we took her there. You can dress up a little bit, lights low, show her ambiance, and two that can't no Negro just take her to a nice restaurant and be like, oh, see. Now I can be like, oh, my daddy took me here before.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, Ocean Prime, yeah, right there, yeah. She took a picture in front of a Rolls Royce. Yeah. Be right there. Like, so now you see it, all of this, nice stuff. Yeah. Regular people, we all eat.
Yeah,
we all eat.
It's small stuff, but don't take me to Chili's for a steak.
Yeah, no, and see, that's where you don't get medium rare. That's where.
It's not gonna be right. It's not
gonna be right.
It's not.
So I'm
you
not.
Might as well get rare.
Yeah, might as well. Right. It's not gonna be right. So. Yeah, so that's good. Nice dinner. Enjoy your time. Reminisce. Always, close to my birthday time, do you find yourself kind of doing a self-inventory of things?
I look, and I don't think it was just because of my birthday. It's just because of what I went through last year and me not knowing if I would be here for my birthday this year.
Wow.
That sometimes, and I don't wish that on anyone, a mortality check, it hurts, but it puts things into perspective.
Wow.
So I've been reflecting ever since, because I was already going through what I went through during my birthday, because I didn't get to enjoy my birthday last year.
Right.
I was worried,
Yeah.
And so things, put things in perspective. I don't have one piece of hostility in my body.
That's good. That's good.
You know, if I ever told someone, you know, I really don't like you or I don't mess with you, that hasn't changed. But I'm not actively thinking about it anymore. I probably still don't like you, but I'm not against you.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, man, y'all some good people. I had a partner that had a health scare last year, and he posted on Facebook that, you know, in essence, kind of just reminiscing over. He was like, this time last year, in essence, and all I could do, I was supposed to pause and just this introspective, reflective kind of writing. And that is all it was. Just happy to be here, thankful, just. So I loved it and kind of tied into what you said, that y'all see things, that you're seeing things more just positive, the better, the silver lining in things, the better side of things, and just really more enjoying the time you have here. You know, not letting anybody kind of kill that vibe.
No one can take. And I don't mean sound like the mother of the church, but this joy that I have, you know, the world didn't give it to me. The world can't. You know, the world didn't give it to me. Has always been my attitude. But now, at this age and what I've been through, the world cannot take it away.
They can't take it. Yeah. So you control that, and how your perspective on life is all about you, and how you use it to fuel you. But hey, I guess on that moment we'll stop. You know, we won't talk too long. We've been on here, and I think. Oh, lastly, I guess the P I said was about what? Probably. I said
possibly.
Possible. So, possible. It when in spades, that possible means something to your partner. I got four and a possible. If you got a good partner, you understand your language. The possible means either half full or half empty. So, but you have to know that language, right? Correct. So sometimes you can have some possibles in your life, and it's really how you look at your possible. It could be half full, half empty. You could have a 4 and a possible on getting a job, or a 4 and a possible on getting with that person that you didn't think you had a opportunity with. I think your possibles have to be positive. Because if you look at your possibles in a negative light, then you'll never try to get that full one. You'll never do that extra, or, you know, kick a little harder to get to the edge where you need to be. So look at your possibles as positive. We all peed out. Appreciate you jumping on, sis, Tizzle, for your episode 27, birthday episode 88. Tomorrow, we gonna kick you, you know, I call you and say, you my nigga. Yeah.
Peace Pod. This is Peace Pod.